In today's video, we'll be going over a fantastic PlayStation 4 game sale that Newegg is running right now. We've been spending so much time covering all of the digital deals, we've gotten back to covering the physical deals a little bit, and Newegg has got you covered for all of your physical game deals right now. Also, we've got the official date when Monster Hunter World's crossover event with The Witcher is going to begin, and it's going to kick off early next month. We just heard that Bungie is separating away from Activision, and that begs the question, when will Destiny 3 be released? We know that Bungie is going to stay committed to Destiny as a franchise, and according to a research firm analyst, Destiny 3 is said to come in 2020. Also, we've been talking a lot about video game streaming as a service. Amazon looks to be starting their own game streaming service in 2020, while Verizon looks to get in on the action as well, as they're looking to kick off their own game streaming service as well. And lastly, we'll round out the video by taking a look at some not so fun news. Gearbox and its former lawyer are in a nasty lawsuit. They are suing each other, and it's getting pretty disgusting, but we'll have a look at that more in depth at the end of this video. First off, Newegg's got a great game sale right now. If you use a promo code, which we'll leave in the description box below, you can knock off 50% off a ton of games. This includes great deals on a bevy of different titles. Probably the best deal that I see is actually on the Spyro Reignited trilogy. That's listed for $39.99, but with the code, you'll get it for just $19.99. That is without a doubt the best deal I've seen on the Spyro Reignited trilogy. Some other great deals I see: For Honor Marching Fire Edition is $59.99, so $29.99 for that isn't bad. AC Odyssey for $29.99 is definitely pretty good. I see Final Fantasy 15, the Royal Edition, for $35. You can end up getting that for $17.50. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is at $59.99, so $29.99 for that is pretty good. FC5 is listed at $49.99, $24.99 is pretty good. You've got The Crew 2 for $39.99, so $20 for that ain't bad. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is $39.99, so after the code, $20 for that. One of the best deals I actually see is XCOM 2. That's listed at $19.99. With that code, you'll get it for just $9.99, so that is exceptional. Fallout 76 would be $29.99 after the code. Battlefield 5 is available for that price as well, so a lot of great deals available right now. Usually that typical low that we saw over Black Friday, but hey, Black Friday deals available again. That's definitely not a bad thing, and with a Spyro Reignited trilogy, that's an even better deal than we saw during Black Friday time, so definitely check all of those deals out. We'll leave a link in the description box down below. Moving on from that, of course, Capcom has been committed to Monster Hunter World as a gaming experience. They've been updating that game constantly, and of course, this year we will get the first paid expansion, but before that, we do have more free content to delve into, and Monster Hunter World is actually getting a Witcher crossover that's been known for a little bit, but now we have an idea of when it's going to kick off: early February, specifically February 8th. We know that the White Wolf himself and Geralt of Rivia will be making his presence felt in the update, and you'll be able to tackle a bunch of new quests. It's going to be really exciting to see exactly what they add in with this update. We don't have an idea of what we're going to be hunting, but it seems pretty cool that we're going to be able to help out Geralt, who has become one of the most iconic characters in all of gaming. He made his presence felt in Soul Calibur 6, and now he's coming on over to Monster Hunter World. Again, the Witcher event will kick off on February 8th, so for all of you playing Monster Hunter World, or for those of you that need a reason to jump back in, that's something to get excited for. Also, yesterday we talked all about Bungie separating from Activision. Seems like it was an amicable split. Activision is going to focus on their own IPs, while Bungie is going to stay committed to Destiny as an experience. They're going to continue to update Destiny 2, but it also does make you think, of course, there's going to be another Destiny title at some point, and Destiny 3 will arrive in 2020, according to a research firm analyst, specifically in Cohen & Company, who anticipates that Bungie will launch Destiny 3 next year, after they continue to update Destiny 2. Now, 2020 is a pretty interesting window, because 2020 is also the year where the next generation of consoles are supposed to be released. Now, that's not a big deal in the sense that Destiny 1 was a cross-gen title. It released on the 360, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One. So I imagine we would see something similar with Destiny 3. I don't think they would completely forego PlayStation 4 and Xbox One with this title and make it a PS5 and next Xbox exclusive title. I do imagine it would be a cross-generation game, and I am interested to see what Bungie can do with Destiny on their own. I think they have a new lease on life with the franchise now that they are on their own, because the Activision stigma has been removed. It's easy to hate on a game like Destiny, especially when it's attached to Activision. Now that Activision has been removed from the equation, I think a lot more gamers that maybe were turned off by Destiny in the past will be a bit more open-minded with it. And not only are the seasoned Destiny players going to give Destiny 3 a shot, but I do think there's going to be that sense of past Destiny players and people that never gave Destiny a chance. They go ahead and check out Destiny Destiny 3 just because it's a Bungie property right now. That's just speculation on my part, but we should find out very soon what Bungie's next plans are. Again, I imagine that the work on Destiny 2 is long from over. They're gonna keep that game updated for a while, but Destiny 3 has to happen at some point, and 2020 makes a ton of sense to me. Moving on from that, also, we've been talking about how Amazon wants to start their own game streaming service in 2020. Now, I made my opinion about game streaming very public. I just don't think the infrastructure is there right now. I don't think the hardware is there. I don't think people want to stream games anytime soon. Even someone like me. Again, I said that I do have pretty good internet and I do game wired, which gives me a gigantic advantage over a ton of you guys. And even to me, I can notice some latency issues. Are games on PlayStation Now playable? Sure, but it's not the optimal way to play games. And with somebody like me who has above average circumstances for streaming games, what about the average consumer? God forbid, those of you with a little bit lackluster internet. Well, then it's gonna be a major issue, but it looks like everybody is trying to get into the game streaming service, as Verizon is also planning on launching a game streaming service with Verizon Gaming. This is coming from a report from The Verge that alpha testing has begun for Verizon Gaming, and it's a new platform that would provide users the ability to stream games to smartphones and other devices. Now, that is the crucial area with game streaming. I think that's why everyone wants to get in. Not only do they see streaming as the future, but because it would allow gaming to be accessible on any platform. No longer would you need a PlayStation 4 or a console box or a PC. You could literally stream games onto a phone, onto a low-end computer, onto a smart TV. It would just open the floodgates for a lot more people to start gaming. However, if you're game streaming on a smartphone, if you're game streaming on a television, that will require you to have some incredible internet, and right there you inherently have a ton of issues. It's something that we really have to see play out over the next year or two, but we saw game streaming in the past. We saw services like OnLive. We see how PlayStation Now has been received by the public, which wasn't very well until PlayStation Now added the ability to actually allow us to download games locally, and then streaming games kind of became something more complementary to PlayStation Now. That's really when it took off. But all of these different companies wanting to get into game streaming in the next year, the next 2 years, I don't think we're anywhere near that. And again, we've had game streaming services flop for years on end for a little while now. I don't think anything is going to change in the next year or two. It's going to take a long while for the mainstream audience to actually have game streaming accessible to them, but we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, they're looking ahead to the future, and I really can't condemn them for that. And lastly, I know a lot of us are excited for Borderlands 3, but Gearbox has a gigantic battle going on right now with their former lawyer. They're suing each other in a nasty battle, and specifically, according to court documents from a suit filed by Gearbox in November of 2018, they're suing their lawyer of 8 years, Wade Callender, and he is accused of fraud and specifically using the corporate credit card for personal use. But then Callender came back on Gearbox and filed his own suit against Gearbox in December, specifically stating that Randy Pitchford, Gearbox CEO, had a secret $12 million bonus for publisher Take-Two Interactive as an advance against Borderlands profits. Then a Gearbox representative sent out the following statement to Kotaku, quote, "The allegations made by a disgruntled former employee are absurd with no basis in reality or law. We look forward to addressing this meritless lawsuit in court and have no further comment at this time." So this is an absolute train wreck. Apparently, Gearbox's former lawyer was using the corporate credit card for personal use, and now that former lawyer is saying that Randy Pitchford was taking money from Take-Two that should have gone to the Gearbox employees as royalties. I don't know what to believe, but this is a nasty battle. They're going back and forth, and this is a story I'll definitely keep you guys updated on, especially as we head into the supposed announcement of Borderlands 3. That's a game that so many gamers expect to see released in 2019, and it would suck if these lawsuit battles are just hanging on with Gearbox as they're trying to promote Borderlands 3 as well. That's not a fun situation to be in. And that is going to conclude this video, guys. Again, Newegg has got some great PS4 game deals available right now. Use the promo code and save 50% off a ton of games. Specifically, again, I would recommend Spyro Reignited Trilogy. AC Odyssey is a great value at that $30 price point. XCOM 2 for $10 and Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition for $17.50 is quite good as well. The Monster Hunter World Witcher crossover will be kicking off on February 8th. You'll be able to help out Geralt hunt down some monsters. Destiny 3 is said to arrive in 2020 according to a research firm analyst. Verizon looks to be getting into the gaming business with their own game streaming service, and Gearbox is in a nasty battle right now. We'll keep you guys posted on that. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.